Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Ronald Curry should be the New Orleans Saints offensive coordinator. And you might be asking yourself, but Ronald Curry doesn't have the experience that Pete Carmichael has. And while you are 100% wrong if you actually think that, he coached, or he was the OC in the preseason. And you might be like, that's preseason. But do you want to know something funny? The Saints. Not the Saints. I don't even know why I looked it up. I know at the back of my head. The Saints have 2 preseason games where we not only won, but we had over 20 points. And you might be like, alright, but it's the regular season, so we probably have that as well. We actually don't. We have 0 games over 20. And I'm not counting that Panthers game, because I said over 20, and plus that game really doesn't even count, to be honest with you. Pete Carmichael is terrible. If you don't want to fire him, at least don't make him the OC then. Or change rights or whatever. The Saints. Currently, I have to count. This is how bad we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. The Saints have the 23rd best offense in the NFL. Now, I'm going to read y'all names of the teams that have a better offense than the Saints, okay? Ready? Dolphins, that's understandable. They have not arguably, the best offensive roster in the National Football League. Number 2 is the 49ers. Alright, that's cool. They have Debo and Ayuk, and Brock Purdy's coming off a good year. That's understandable. The Chiefs, they still have Patrick Mahomes. They don't really have weapons around them, but they have Pat Mahomes. Of course, they're going to be up there. The Rams at 4. Before the season, nobody on earth could even say the letters in Puka Nakua's name. No one even knew he was alive. No one other than the people that he's talked to or knew he existed. I didn't even know he was on the Rams. I heard they picked up somebody I didn't know was Puka Nakua. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. They don't even have Cooper Kupp yet. And they're in the top 5. Well, we are barely in the top 25. Number 5 is the Eagles. That's understandable. They got Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, DeAndre Swift, Dallas Goedert, all of them. So that's understandable. Number 6 is the Bills. That's understandable. Number 7 is the Chargers. That's understandable. Number 8 is the Lions. That's cool, but that's understandable of why they have a top 10 offense. But we don't. Number 9 is the Vikings. And you might be like, no, how are you thinking about that? They have the best wide receiver duo, they have the best wide receiver in the NFL. First of all, that's not true. Tyreek Hill is, so that's already a step. And, second, can you name anybody else besides him, Kirk Cousins, and Alexander Madison? And I guess, I'm not even counting Cam Akers, because he has not played a game with the Vikings yet. You can't, right? Obviously, they got T.J. Hawkinson. That's cool. But other than that, they don't really have an explosive offense. Their entire explosive offense playbook is F it. Jefferson's down there somewhere. Okay? Number 10, the Texans. You're telling me that C.J. Stroud, a rookie quarterback with a wide receiver in his second year, who nobody knew if he was good or not. With an old, washed-up veteran in Robert Woods. With somebody who just came back from cancer. You're telling me they have a better offense than the Saints, and they're also barely in the top 10? Or barely in the top 25? Cowboys, as much as they say, that's unacceptable. But there's about to be a team I'm about to say that has a better offense than the Saints. The Arizona Cardinals. Joshua Dobbs. Hollywood Brown. James Conner. Ronald Moore. Zach Ertz. That's all I can name. You're telling me Joshua Dobbs, Zach Ertz, Hollywood Brown, who's been injured a lot, and Ronald Moore is a better offensive unit than Chris Olave, Michael Thomas, Juwan Johnson, Derek Carr, and Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams, and the list goes on. Next, the Baltimore Ravens. That's understandable. With Lamar Jackson, you can make any plays happen. The Chicago Bears. I don't know if that's an insult to the Saints or the Bears, because the Saints are definitely a better team than the Bears, but they have a better offense than the Saints with nobody on their team. Justin Fields, he sucks. DJ Moore, he sucks. All right, now I'll give DJ Moore's credit. But everybody else on that team sucks. Darnell Mooney sucks. Cole Kmet sucks. And yet they're better than the Saints on offense. Not as a team, but on offense. Okay. Denver Broncos, Sean Payton, screw you. And Russell Wilson, so them. Jaguars, okay. Commanders with Sam Howell. This is essentially his rookie season. If you don't, well, technically by rule, this is technically his second year since he played in one game last season, but it does not matter. I don't care if Sam Howell's been in the league for 12 years. There is no reason that he should be better than the Saints single-handedly. I know they got Scary Terry and John Dodson, but damn. Colts. Patriots. What? Seahawks. Browns. Succaneers. And then you get the Saints. I just realized 22, 23, 24, and 25 are all Saints. Are all NFC South teams. That's the list, y'all. This proves how bad Pete Carmichael is. If you have a worse offense than a four-man offense, then you're terrible. And let's go to the stats right here. Pete Carmichael, this season, right? We are 15th in takeaways. Middle of the road. We are 20 in point differential. Instead of, we're 18 in yards differential. Man, I can't even look at those stats, bro. That pisses me off. And now if we look at Ronald Curry, alright, Ronald Curry. Ronald Curry, man. If we look at his stats, damn, he was nice with the Raiders. Okay. I forgot that Ronald Curry was in the football. Ronald Curry, right? Ronald Curry. Look, this is why Ronald Curry should be the Saints' offensive coordinator. Pete Carmichael, I'm not sure if he was a player or not, but he's been with us since 2009. Okay. Ronald Curry has only been with us since 2016. In 2016, he was our offensive assistant coach. We went 7-9, missed the playoffs, but at least we were there. At least we had a good offense in 2016. In 2017, he was the assistant wide receivers coach. We went 11-5 that year, and we were 1-1 in the playoffs. And that was basically Michael Thomas. That was his second year. Ronald Curry's the reason he was that good. In 2018, he was still the assistant wide receivers coach. We went 13-3 that year, and once again we were 1-1 in the playoffs. That's when Michael Thomas broke the record. When it was the year after. But still, Ronald Curry was making Traquan Smith look good. Oh my gosh. Because I think in one game that season, he had 10 catches, bro. He made Traquan Smith look good. For that alone, he has to be the OC. In 2019, he was the wide receivers coach. So not an assistant, he was the wide receivers coach. Wait, no. Yeah, in 2019, he was a wide receivers coach. We went 13-3. We were 0-1 in the playoffs, but we went 13-3. Yes, 13-3. And we had Michael Thomas. Nobody else. And this is when he was the wide receivers coach. So he let Thomas break the record. In 2020, he was the wide receivers coach. 12-4. 1-1 in the playoffs. Do I even need to say anything? In 2021, he was our quarterbacks coach. We went 9-8, missed the playoffs. But Ronald Curry was our quarterbacks coach. And we had Jameis Winston, who was pretty darn good that year. We had Trevor Siemian, who did suck, but Taysom Hill did his thing. And we were still winning with these quarterbacks. We even had to start at Ian Book for a game, who was on the Eagles, bro. He nearly got a Mickey Mouse ring. I think he's working at Burger King right now. I think I just saw him at the grocery store today. Doofus. Then in 2022, he was our passing game coordinator and our quarterbacks coach. We went 7-10, missed the playoffs. And we had a good pass game last year. Andy Dalton, even though I believed in Jameis Winston more, Andy did his thing. I have to give him props. And this year, he's our offensive pass game coordinator and our quarterbacks coach. You know I want him to be in 2023? Our offensive coordinator. He's been coaching since 2013 with the 49ers. And he started coaching with us since 2016. Because in 2013, he was the 49ers offensive assistant coach. The 49ers went 12-4 that year, and they were 2-1 in the playoffs. Not to mention, I think they made it to the Super Bowl that year Or was that 2011? I don't even remember anymore. No, that was 2013. They made it to the Super Bowl that year. And then 2014, he was the 49ers offensive assistant coach. They went 8-8. They made him a playoffs, but they had a good year. And then in 2015, he was their wide receivers coach, but they went 5-11, so no one cares. I am sick and tired of people who are like, give Pete Carmichael a chance. Ronald Curry has proven y'all. He's proven to y'all he can be a good coach. He's proven to y'all he can be a good offensive coordinator. Right now, he is our offensive pass game coordinator and our quarterback's coach. No. Just no. Ronald Curry should be the OC. I'm done. I'm done with trying to rely on Pete Carmichael when all he's done since 2021 was suck. Y'all were like, but we were winning games with him as our offensive coordinator. Sean Payton was calling the plays when Carmichael was winning. Alright? I'm frozen just like Pete Carmichael's playbook. I can't move an inch of my body just like Carmichael can't let our offense move the ball. I'm currently frozen into existence just so Carmichael can screw us. I'm done with this Carmichael train where we have to rely on Carmichael day in and day out. We already know it's going to be the result. He wants to go onto that podium and say how it's his fault. Damn it, we know whose fault is it. It is. You know what? I heard a quote yesterday. You know what? If you hammer in a nail and you take out the nails, the holes are still there. That applies to this situation. Pete Carmichael, you're the hammer. You're punching in the nails. You know what the nails are? The offense. Man, this looks like a good offense. All the nails together to poke in the defenders, but you took them out. And it's alright, but the holes are still there. Do what's right, Carmichael. No, do what's right, Dennis Allen. And make Ronald Curry the offensive coordinator, okay? Alright.